It's a good ball played in for Tony Morley. Oh, he missed it! It is! He's away! Villa in the lead!
Hello, good evening, Aston Villa fans, and welcome to the Villa Thriller podcast. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram. Please subscribe. Let's get closer to 2K on YouTube. Smash the likes on this video. And you can follow me on all socials. On tonight's episode, I'm joined by my special guest, Yegi, who is a Chelsea Fanalysis and the Chelsea fan, and my Monday show regular, Aaron Thornton, will be on the show. This is the pre-match talk show. We turn our attention to Wednesday evening, Aston Villa v Chelsea, midweek Premier League action at Villa Park. This is a 6-pointer for Aston Villa. In this game, Aston Villa must show pride and passion, and the teams below us are pressurising us. We have now dropped to 4th. On Wednesday evening, a massive game. Emery and Aston Villa need to give a reaction and bounce back. And for both teams, this is a big game. The Champions League places are on the line. Great to you both for the show. And welcome, Yegi.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
You're doing great work, Yegi. Your content. You've been on Sky Sports.
Thank you. Yeah, to be honest, I've done that a few times this year. It's been a good experience for me, and it's been a challenging season. So every time I go, it's like I have to criticize my team. It's not easy to do that on the TV.
Well deserved. You did a great job.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
Yeah, well done. Well done.
And as always, great to speak to you.
Always a pleasure, Chad. Yeah, I'm in need of a bit of therapy after the weekend. So I'm looking forward to you hopefully making me feel better after Friday night.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk about the Wolves game. So let's get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's get that one out of the way. And then, so, how did you assess that game? I was very disappointed and frustrated.
Yeah, they're the words, mate. Disappointed, frustrated. I thought the performance was pathetic, to be honest, mate. Look, I've had 2 days to cool off a bit, so you know I'm a lot calmer than I was on Friday evening. But I don't know. Look, we've seen it before with Villa. We have a chance to do something or to go clear or to really capitalise on something. You know, try and consolidate the position in the top three, and we just bottle it. And so like I wasn't fully surprised, but I think just. I don't know, seeing how Wolves were battling and they were aggressive and they just played well.
And what is that, man? Really showed passion.
Yeah.
No pride, just no passion. And we did not bothered.
Yeah, and like, you know, they're look, Wolves are down, they're relegated. You know, they're playing well and like they're really fighting and I rate that. But if you're looking at both teams as neutral, you hadn't seen the Premier League before, you would think that they were battling for top three and we were relegated the way that we were performing. It was just shocking, mate. And I don't know. Emery, look, in Emery we trust. I'm not going to knock him too much because he's taken us to places that we didn't think were achievable. But he's got to change something, and we need a massive response on Wednesday. Big game.
And what worries me, Aaron, like, we're in the top four, and we're not playing to look at a team in the top four. Like, you would think we would have confidence. How can a team in the top four have zero confidence?
Yeah, I don't know. It's worrying, mate. And look, I always thought there was going to be a bit of a blip at some point. You know, we had that really good run around Christmas time, and we managed to get ourselves up there. And then, you know, without trying to use excuses, you lose your three best midfielders. There's going to be some sort of consequence to that. We still have enough, I believe, in the squad to be able to perform better than we have been. But you lose McGinn, Tielemans, and Kamara. It's going to set you back slightly. I didn't think it would set us back this much, but you know it has. So Emery's now got to find another way, which he has done in the past. He's got to find a way to overcome this current form and get us back firing again. So I believe he can do it, but it just really makes Wednesday night now like that much big.
Yegi, I'll bring you into it. So, what have you made of Aston Villa so far?
Yeah, I mean, you guys had a really good team so far, and the fact that you've been just dropping points recently is a bit crazy. Same situation with Chelsea, to be honest. I think you had a good run, and then you just, stopped performing. And the Wednesday game is a very important game for both of the teams. It's like, honestly, like I really hope we win that game because you are like 6 points above us, I think. We got 51 points.
Yeah, 51
points.
Yeah.
If we win,
and then we have 45, so we're really desperate for any points at this point. Even a draw, I think, is like a loss for us. We need to win to secure that Champions League place for us for next season.
It's absolutely crucial financially as well. The both teams they want to get Champions League again. Not only it's good to play in Champions League, to attracting the better players. Bringing in that revenue is key as well.
Yeah, Chad. And look, Yegi, I know this is sort of unique for us because you've literally, Chelsea have just played and obviously, you know, the result didn't go your way. How are you feeling right now with the result? And then
I'm not good, to be honest.
And then about Wednesday, what are you thinking?
Yeah, we've had 3 losses in a row against Arsenal, and that's honestly the last thing I want because I hate Arsenal so much, and just seeing us not performing and not getting any points against them, it really hurts. And this was Rosenier's 3rd time playing against Arsenal. So you think we can actually go and at least get a point. Which the way we started the game, the way we were playing, I thought, okay, we got a chance. We were not too bad. We scored from a corner again. That was, not nice to see. And then we scored one, and it was good to go to the second half 1-1. And we thought we have a chance. We started the second half. We started the game a lot better than first half, and then again poor defending. On that corner we considered, and then our biggest problem this season, red cards happen again. I just genuinely couldn't believe my eyes.
And Pedro Neto,
great for us.
Neto got it,
Yes, it was Neto. He got 2 yellow cards in literally 4 minutes.
So I missed that. Yeah, so he got 2. Was it 2 yellows? Was it, Chad?
Yes,
yeah, 2 yellows. Yeah, 2 bookings. Yeah.
The first one, he wasn't a foul. Like he just was talking to the ref, and he got a yellow for that. And then the second was the second one was so stupid because he literally got a yellow like 3 minutes ago. Why would you go and challenge? I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, honestly. Yeah, that was our 9th red card this season. Actually 10, including the one that Enzo Maresca got. So that's what's costing us, honestly.
And Yegi also as well, that your goalkeeper, Sanchez, really struggled. So I think that's something that we could exploit. He looks very fragile.
Yeah,
set pieces.
He's had a really good season, to be honest. I think he's been our most improved player since last year. but he's got his own moments. And I think today he made a good few saves, but I wasn't really happy with his performance. His passing, he made a few big mistakes, and thank God we got away with it. But yeah, that corner, that Arsenal's second goal, he could have done a lot better. Again, I don't want to entirely blame him. The other players, could have done better on that goal. But I think, he could have done a lot better.
Big guy for both teams. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not
Yeah.
Sanchez this season. I'm not really. He's saved a really good few goals for us this season, and I don't want to blame him for our performance today.
Yeah, that's a good way. I think it's a team performance. But I think with Sanchez playing out for the back, we could pressurise him and force him into those mistakes. If we used someone like Tammy Abraham, his physical strength, that could maybe we could get some joy from that.
Yeah, well, I hope Watkins starts again on Wednesday, not Tammy Abraham, because I'm sure you guys want Tammy Abraham to start. From what I've heard from the Villa fans, they weren't happy with the decision on Friday. But I mean, it's just it would hurt to see Tammy Abraham score against Chelsea. Obviously, he was a Chelsea boy before.
Ex-player, yep.
Yeah, I really like him, and I'm sure even if he scores, he's not going to celebrate. I hope that's the case. He's not like Kai Havertz or those players that celebrate and just disrespect their clubs. But Sanchez has to be really careful starting from the back. He's a bit he's not really confident doing that, and I think what Rosenior wants him to do is starting from the back and those passes. So he really better be careful because we can concede.
And Aaron, I didn't really get about Unai Emery's team selection. Also, I think he got it wrong. I think a lot of his team selection, even though he even a bit negative, I don't get why he didn't start Abraham. Week in, week out, I think Watkins. Can Emery not see what the fans are seeing?
It's a good point, Chad, and it sort of echoes what Yegi was saying when we wanted, a lot of fans were wanting Abraham to start the game. I think Abraham's, he's in form at the minute. He's got a goal against Leeds, goal against Newcastle, so he's the striker with momentum at the minute. And I agree, Chad. I didn't understand.
Okay.
Look, in isolation, Watkins and Buendia, they've had their moments this season. There's been no recent moments that sort of vindicated why they should start against Wolves. Abraham for me should have started. Barkley perhaps should have started. So I don't quite understand. Emery's got this thing, and we saw it with Leon Bailey, which didn't actually work. But he likes to play players through bad form. I think we've got this sort of obsession with, if I keep playing them through the barren spell, eventually they'll come good, or eventually they'll score. And Watkins, I don't know what it is with Watkins this season. We've essentially played a whole season without our star striker, because he's just been, I wouldn't even say hot and cold. He's just been cold with, he's had a goal here and there. I thought the game against, sorry, Chad, the reverse fixture against Chelsea, when we scored 2, I thought, right, he's back now. Watkins is going to be the rest of the season. And then he just went quiet again. So
when they're not level, he's not not good enough, I don't think. I don't think he needs to get drops. And maybe then he might start upping his game. Good, I think the fans are getting frustrated in that. You have 15 touches in that Wolves game. That's really poor.
Yeah.
He needs to show more quality and that composure in front of goal.
Yeah, mate, it's a tough one with Ollie, because I really rate him, and he's done so much for us, and he's been a big part of why we've been so successful in recent seasons. Every player goes through bad spells, or the majority of players do. That's not uncommon, and as a fan base, I like to think that we've backed him fairly well. But there comes a time where it's like, okay, let's take him out the firing line. Let's give him a rest. If he's injured, like the the Athletic reported that he's been nursing a knee injury all season. Well, that's fair enough, but let's give. We've got a striker now. Let's start Abraham. Give him a chance. So I don't know, because you're saying about Sanchez at Chelsea. This is sort of Ollie Watkins. He's good at pressing. So you sort of want Watkins to start some in a way as well, because I feel like he could make a difference. But then I just don't know, because he's not scored in a while. So I don't know, Chad. Emery sees them training every day, so he clearly sees something. But
it's not Leon Bailey. He brings on Bailey. Up to desperation. And he's not going to save the game. And Bailey, you're never going to get Bailey to the level he was 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I think I tweeted actually, or X, whatever you want to call it. I said like the love affair with Bailey's over now. Like it was cute when he came back, and it was his narrative. Oh, Leon Bailey's gonna find himself again after being recalled from his loan, but it's crap, mate. Like, sorry, like he's just not good enough. Like, and he came on the weekend again, and it was just like he just doesn't offer anything. We've had good times. We appreciate the good times, but we need to move on now. Like Buendia, Bailey, like these players. But then we're stuck in a position where we can't always shift them because the finances. So it's tricky, mate. But I agree with you. I think the selection was wrong from the off, and the subs weren't great either. So we paid the price.
Good, it needs to do something different, even tactically. Emery, like, you can't be too stubborn now. You got to change it up a bit. So a little tactical tweak. Just change it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think he will. He needs to. Wednesday, we can go 9 points clear on Wednesday with a win, and obviously Chelsea won the win. So, like, it's either going to be a really bad game or it's going to be exciting. So we'll see. But a reaction needs to happen from the players, and Emery needs to make changes.
So what it is, like, it's in our own hands. That's what we need to do. We're not taking advantage of the last few weeks. It's not missed opportunity after missed opportunity. So we're going to put it right. I think we just need a reaction, I think. And I expect that. I mean, the only thing I will expect that. Everyone keeps saying about the atmosphere. The thing is, the players need to impress on the pitch. The fans need something to pay enough.
Well said, Chad. I agree. Yeah, the atmosphere starts from the players and from the performance, and for the most part, since Emmy's been in, we've done nothing but backed the players and the manager. But understandably, when you set the bar so high, like, we have certain expectations, and I don't want to say that we're deluded or that we're entitled, because I just think we're not asking for a lot. We're asking for a professional, convincing performance against a relegated team, essentially. I agree, Chad.
And Morgan Rogers is completely marked out the game against Wolves. That does worry me. A lot of players now, they're doubling up on him. They sort of worked out the way he plays a little bit.
What do you think, Yegi, on Rodgers? Is he someone that you, as Chelsea, are you threatened by? I mean, he's always linked. Isn't he always linked with Chelsea, Chad, as well?
Yeah, we always wanted to. Yeah, we always wanted to buy Rodgers. But I rate him, to be fair. He's a really good player. I think having him and Palmer in our team is gonna be a really big, like a good duo for us. But then the thing is, with our current squad, because we got so many players now, adding Rodgers to that team, I just don't know who we're gonna bench for him, and it's just gonna be, we have to sell players first, because we have so many kind of big names in our squad where having Rodgers like as well, it's just gonna be like a chaos. Do you know what I mean? So we need to sell players first before having him. We wanted Rodgers, we wanted Mainu, but especially our midfield and our attacking midfield are really good players, which I don't think we would need one. But obviously he's a really good player, so I don't mind having him We just have to manage our squad and make sure everyone gets enough minutes for the better performance. Because if you get a player and he can't perform, he doesn't get enough minutes, you bring him on 10 minutes, 15 minutes every now and then, and you expect him to perform really well, that's just not ideal. It's like same thing happening with Dilap now. He doesn't even play much. He comes on 10 minutes and he doesn't do anything, and everyone's complaining. Well, fair enough, he doesn't have the quality yet, but he doesn't even play much. So it's just a bit unfair just to ask him for too much when he's only playing 10 minutes.
Yegi, you got quite a lot of young players. I don't name Rosenior looks to bring in the young players that's proven and worthy.
Yeah, I think it's not him wanting young players. I think obviously that's what the owners wanted. They bought the club, so that's their project, that's their strategy. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure if that's worked out well. I mean, we won the Club World Cup, we won the Conference League, as we should have. We shouldn't have even been in the Conference League, but we were and we won it. Okay, fair enough. But we won the Club World Cup. I think some of those young players that we got 2-3 years ago now, they're a bit more experienced, obviously, like Enzo, Caicedo, like Chalobah, Fofana, Kukureya. When they all came to Chelsea, they were really like young, unexperienced players, I would say, but they all got to that level of experience that we want them. So it's just adding more experience in, I would say, an attack and another experienced centre-back.
But Yegi, what you're missing, I think, is Thiago Silva.
Yes.
That sort of player, like a leader at the back.
Yeah, we had, like, when you think about it, a few years ago, we had Azpilicueta, we had Alonso, we
John
had
Terry.
Silva, John Terry, so very experienced players, which I know they weren't experienced from the first day they came to Chelsea, but just not buying any, like, older experienced players, that's just the mistake that the clubs, I think, making at this point. I'm happy with Chalobah, Fofana. We had Colville injured as well, so when he's back, I'm not saying our defense is back, but like games like today, for example, you can see that lack of experience sometimes. So all these red cards that we're getting from all these like very young players, they just these are the moments that they feel like, oh, you're missing that kind of experience, or like older players in the team. But Rosenior has to play with whatever he has in the team, and I'm sure with these owners he cannot really disagree with them because he's gonna end up getting sacked. So he has to, use the squad we have, and obviously we have a good quality in our squad. So hopefully he can manage to get us good points in the last couple of months of the league.
So Yegi, what do you expect from the game on Wednesday?
3 points. That's all I'm expecting. I don't want anything less than that. The thing is, when we drop points against Leeds and Burnley, the 2 games that we should have definitely won, that was like 6 points. It's like now you can see why we were desperate for those points, because I knew the run of games we had in March and April, and it's not easy to win every game. So those 6 points from Leeds and Burnley would have, made the situation a lot better for us. But now we have to go play all these big games. We played Arsenal, we lost today. Then we got Villa. Newcastle could be an easier game. Then we have to play Man City, United. So it's not going to be an easy run for us. And then from what I've seen from the team so far, saying that we're going to go and win those games is a bit too optimistic. I'm not saying we cannot or it's impossible, but it's just going to be very challenging. So, again, I was watching him today after the game, Rosenior. He was saying the quality is there. We play well. It's just the small mistakes we make, the individual mistakes. We're not marking the man or the red cards, those kind of things you have to avoid. And I'm sure we can win more games.
Yeah. So in this game, I would not say us being more aggressive. But play for your shirt. Stick your chest out. And also, we need to start your first gear for the first whistle. You tend to always turn up in the second half, but then it's too late. Also, we need to get the fans something to cheer about. Like, for example, win a good tackle, support it for your team.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting on Wednesday because there's going to be some anxiety in the crowd, and Chelsea can use that. They can really try and dictate the game if they make it difficult for us to sort of try and break them down. We need an early goal, we mentioned on the last pod, Chad. Like those games over the last few seasons against like Newcastle, Bournemouth, Brighton, where we've just started electric, and we've hit like 2-3 goals in the first like 20-30 minutes, and it's I just haven't seen that like at all this season. Really, I could think of Burnley.
But I want to say, Aaron, that sorry to interrupt, but I think don't take our chances. Like we do it like in games. Get the opportunity, finish them off. For example, against Wolves, we had so many chances, but we didn't take them. We ended up losing.
Exactly, and just believe, man. Like, just believe. We're up there because we deserve to be up there right now. Like we've played well enough to be there. So like, I don't know why this sudden lack of confidence. We're missing a few players, but so what? Like, you guys are good enough. You guys should have the mentality by now. You've been in the Premier League long enough. You're not young lads. Some of them are younger than others, obviously, but. Come on now, you've got a great coach who believes in you. Just go and show it on the pitch. Like, I don't understand this whole thing about pressure and everyone through life has adversity. You guys are footballers. You live your dream, and I'm not saying you can't have bad games. Of course you can, but just fix up. Like, you've got you're playing in front of great fans in a great stadium against another great team in Chelsea. Like, go and enjoy it. Go and express yourself, man. Like. Stop dithering on the ball. Stop being scared to make a pass. Like, so
be brave.
Be brave. Like you said, stick your chest out. Be brave and just go and attack the game. And we just need a massive reaction. And I just hope the fans, just stick through it and sort of try and bring that energy that we need for the game. Because we're going to be needed. We're going to be needed on Wednesday. So.
All these don't make excuses. I know we've got injuries, but the players on that pitch now, they need to step it up themselves. Despite injuries, they've got to take responsibility.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. And also another ex-Chelsea player. I was going to say, another ex-Chelsea player, Ross Barkley, I think he might take part in the game on Wednesday night. He might give he sets the tempo, sort of changing the pace of it. And with him, he can give some more control that we've been lacking over the last few weeks.
Yeah, there's a few, isn't there? There's Matson, there's Sancho, there's Barkley. But I agree, Chad. I think Barkley, should start because he definitely, has that sort of engine and the sort of controls that midfield at times. So I think he could be important for sure, mate.
And also, I want to see us give it a go. Maybe try Addison. Like, we need to take more apart. We've got nothing to lose, I think. Like, bring him off the bench again. See what Addison can do.
Yeah. See how the game's going and give him a go. Yeah, something a bit different, Chad. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, mate.
Yeah. But Yegi, from a Chelsea point of view, we need to be aware of Chelsea on the counter-attack. The likes of Palmer, the likes of João Pedro. You got a lot of pace.
Yeah, to be honest, we got a really good team now. It's a shame. I'm not sure if Estevao is going to be ready for Wednesday. Probably not. Which you guys got very lucky. He's been a big loss for us. I mean, he hasn't been fit the whole season, and I'm relying on him for the next season. I'm sure next season he's gonna be a big star for us. But for now, Neto's gonna miss Wednesday's game, so probably I feel like Garnacho's gonna start. But yeah, Palmer and Pedro, they've been a really good duo, good duo for us recently. It's a shame they couldn't score or assist today. But yeah, I think we're really gonna go for this game because we can feel the pressure now. I hope, us fans, we feel the pressure anyway. I hope the players feel it too because they need to know it's becoming really serious now. And I'm sure it won't be an easy game for either of us. But Pedro and Palmer, they're gonna be like a big threat for us, for you guys. I mean,
are you going to the game, Yegi?
Yes, I'm going, and it's my first time at Villa. Yes.
I'm going as well.
Oh, are you okay?
I'm at the camp here.
Yeah.
You have to show her the great stadium, Chad. Show her around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and look for some trophies. I'm not sure if I can find many. No, but yeah, I'm sure I've heard good things about your stadium. So I'm sure
you'll know it's the best stadium.
Yeah. Hopefully I can come back with 3 points.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, hopefully not. Also, about the guy, I expect a lot of goals. I don't see as well, Aaron. But get down the wide areas more. Get some crosses into the likes of Watkins. I don't seem to do that often enough.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the game on Friday, and I'm pretty sure I know Luca Dean started and was trying to put crosses in, and nothing really happened. Wide areas are essential for us because we play so narrow, so it would be good to try and exploit those. But Bailey, although he does sort of try and drift out a bit, that's not happening. Matty Cash is a good threat. I think our fullback's a good threat to going forwards. Cash, Mats, and so I definitely agree with you, Chad. I think going wide and getting the crosses in makes a difference. Especially if we start Abraham, would be silly not to try and use him aerially and use his sort of threat that he can offer from headers. But teams sort of figure us out quite easy. So we've got to just. I don't mind if we put the crosses in and if we're starting playing around a bit. Trying to adapt it a bit, and we're just too predictable at the minute. Is what I feel like against Wolves.
Do the basics. Do the basics, Bob.
Mate,
spot on. Just do the basics.
I'm not sure doing the basics against Chelsea would work. Against Wolves would have been a different story. But to be honest, you shouldn't be underestimating us. If I'm being honest.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be a hard game. To be honest, I do worry about Chelsea. Honestly, more pressure at Villa Park to get a result. At home, especially, the bit inconsistent.
And
at Villa Park.
Then that's the good point, Chad. If you're Chelsea now, 4 or 5 games ago, if you're Chelsea, you're thinking, man, Villa Park, this is going to be rough. But we've been poor for the last, 3 or 4 games there. So they know that we're not, it's not a fortress like it used to be. So Chelsea are gonna come there thinking, we can do something here. So, look, I'd never underestimate Chelsea. However, I do think Villa will react. I think Emery. I think that Wolves was pretty low. That defeat. The bottom of the barrel there. So I think it's going to be. I think there's going to be a big reaction personally.
I don't know. I think after that Wolves game, that was the lowest that I ever felt. Since actually it felt like going back to Steven Gerrard. So that sort of defeat. We sort of abject.
Yeah, you You've got to put it all into perspective, Chad. And look, I was fuming after the game. Like I think I put a tweet which is probably too offensive to say live on here, but I was angry. But you said something earlier which was true, Chad. It's still in our hands in many ways. So we've got Man United, we've got Chelsea, and then Man United. If we can try and get something and look to win those games as hard as it's going to be, then we're sort of back in and amongst it, and we've made that gap bigger again. So yes, it's disappointing, but we know we've got the quality there if we need to. We just need to sort of go over this little spell. So yeah, I believe that we can sort of get back on track. We just got to start on Wednesday. Like, it's imperative we start on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And you not start from the
Back on Wednesday, and then we're going to push on from there.
Yes. Forget to predict your lineups. Screens, I'll start with my lineup first. This is what I think will face Chelsea. Just will get on screen. So the only difference with my team is Mings at the back. Because I think I've been missing a leader in the last few weeks without John McGinn. So this guy as well, I think we need. He's like his communication as well. I think like his defensive duties. So I went with Mings on him.
Yeah, I can see it's always a bit of a toss up between Mings and Pau Torres. They both offer something different. Obviously, Torres with the passing and Mings with the sort of physicality and the aggression. Either one's going to have to be on their game, because the likes of João Pedro, if Garnacho starts, and then obviously if Delap does play, physical player, Chelsea have got different players that offer different.
They've stretched defenders. They're stretching defenders.
Yeah, exactly. And their fullbacks as well are a bit of a threat with Chelsea. I
don't think Cucurella is going to still play on Wednesday, unfortunately. So again, another good news for you guys.
Oh, buzzing. Okay, so no Cucurella.
Good news.
That's good.
I'm not sure, but I think he won't be ready, to be honest. So probably Hato or Gusto.
Okay.
Again, they're good players, but obviously Cucurella has been our best left back. So
yeah, he's good. He's good.
And also, the name Ross Barkley, he has to start. We've got to change it up a little bit. Then he'll give us that control and that calm influence on the ball that we need. And also with Barkley, he wants to get into those pockets of space and run with the ball, finding those passes, which could be key in this game. I think the game actually could be won in the midfield area. It's very key to winning the game.
Yeah, I agree. And Chelsea have a good midfield, don't they? So, Douglas Luiz and Onana at the minute, they're not really doing it for me. We don't have any choice, because obviously they're that pairing that we need to have. So I think having Barkley in there, the good thing with Barkley, as much as he can sort of play that 10 and push on a bit, he can also drop in and sort of congest that midfield, and he can sort of help out a bit in there, whereas Buendia's not got that skill set. So I do think it makes more sense and just gives a bit of backup for Onana and Luiz, against...
And Buendia in the last game, he was really poor. He got dispossessed too easily, and Buendia, he looked very frustrated.
And he can look frustrated and look. I said at top of the show, mate. Like, in isolation, and there's been moments this season where Buendia has done bits for Villa, and he's come up and he's won us a couple of games, and that's fine. But he can be under no illusion that he was never meant to be starting in the squad this season. So the fact that he's played as much as he has been testament to him. And also testament to Emery for sort of, coaching him and believing in him. And that's great. But I don't mind him being frustrated when he comes off, because you want a player to care and be passionate. Yeah. But what do you expect? Like, I don't know. He's a player that I do rate, and I do like that he's really put himself out for Villa, and he wants to play for us. And I can't,
Yeah.
I can't praise that enough. But
Yeah.
you can't be deluded in thinking, well, there's other players that can play in my position as well. So,
Oh yeah. But are we going to go onto your team? Just get on screen. So you got Paul Torres.
Yeah.
So was it the reason you said? So not more like his ability on the ball, not breaking the lines.
Yeah, mate. I just think that without sort of Kamara, Tielemans, and players like that, like I don't feel like we have players that can break the lines as well. So and Pau Torres has that ability, albeit from centre back, but he can make a bit of a difference with the pass. So I just think we need that. I wouldn't be against Ming starting if he does, but for me, I just think with our passing sort of network and stuff, he makes a big difference. And then the rest of the team is the same as yours, and sort of sells itself.
Abraham, he has to start.
Yeah. I didn't want to start against Chelsea. Like, I agree with Yegi. He won't celebrate if he does score, but he'll want to start. He'll want to play against them, and
I really hope he doesn't start. Honestly.
I think he will. I think he will. I do think he will.
I think from how you guys are unhappy with Watkins recently as well, it makes sense if they give Tammy a chance on Wednesday.
I think Wolves was Ollie Watkins' last chance in a way. I think
that was definitely.
If he doesn't bag a couple here, then right, we're playing against bottom of the league. No disrespect to them. Like, I think he expected Watkins to do more, and the fact that he didn't, he's like, okay, now's Abraham's time.
Yeah, and also Emery choosing Ollie Watkins. Do you think it's a trust issue? Do you think he trusts certain players? Or he's being loyal to Watkins?
Do I think he's being... Say that again, Chelsea, the last bit.
Do you think he's being loyal to just Watkins?
Yeah, I think he's being loyal. I think, look, there's a player in there. Watkins isn't a bad player. Like, he's not turned into a bad player overnight. So, we can't forget that. It's easy to forget when he's not had a good season. He hasn't. And Ollie Watkins will know that. So there's a bit of loyalty there because he's performed for Emery time and time again. So he knows he can do it. But there does come a time where, no one's undroppable, unfortunately, and I do think it's Watkins' time. So Emery, whether he does that or not, we'll see on Wednesday. But I do think he will.
We'll move on to the next talking point. So Yegi, as a Chelsea fan, what do you think of the Rosenior?
As I said, he's been he's a young manager, and his performance since he joined Chelsea hasn't been too bad, to be fair. We had like 5-6 wins in a row. We won against who we played in Champions League the last game. Napoli, we beat them. That secured us the knockout stage and everything. We shouldn't have sacked Maresca. That's what I'm saying. So we should have kept Maresca. But it is what it is. It happened. And then, to be honest, I wasn't really sure. I wasn't really confident with Rosenior since he joined. He was at Strasbourg. I know he had a good season last year, but this season they haven't been great. And but since he joined us, I was like, listen, it is done, and you have to back our manager. And to be honest, I think he kind of proved himself. I feel like he's given the players more freedom and courage, and Pedro has been a lot better since he joined. Andre Santos, he's been a lot better. So I've seen some improvements in the team. And again, that every time we dropped points or we lost, it was mainly down to our own individual mistakes and the players. Like, if they miss few open goals, like big chances, then I can't blame the manager for it, can I? So I've been happy with him, to be honest. But the main challenge for him literally started today. Obviously he lost, let's put that aside. But from Wednesday, obviously we got some big things coming up. So if he can get us the results we want, then obviously fair play to him. But he's got a very, very big
And Yegi, what I like about him is his passion. he's always clapping, encouraging the players. No, I didn't like that side to him. He's not afraid also to change the tactics.
Yeah.
But if needed in a game,
Yeah, I mean, to actually accept this job and come to Chelsea at this stage, he must be a very brave man. To be honest, it's not easy to just take on because everyone knows he needs to get us the Champions League for next season. I think that's his main responsibility for now. That's what the club expects him to do. Even if we don't win any trophy, like I was just thinking maybe we can go for FA Cup. But even if that doesn't happen, he has to finish top 5. And I think I've heard that if he doesn't, then I'm not sure if they're gonna keep him again or not. I hope that's not the case.
What if he doesn't get top 4, top
I
5?
think that's what I've heard. The
Champions
manager,
League.
yeah, I think obviously top 5 would get us the Champions League. But if he won't, then he's gonna be in big danger. I think that was the reason to sack Maresca and bring him in. So honestly, he's got a very difficult task to do. I'm sure we
and he
can.
understands. And he understands the club ethos. Like, he knows what is expected at Chelsea.
Yeah. No, obviously he does. That's why he took the risk, and I think he's capable of doing it from what he's been showing us. Even though he's a very young manager, I thought he's not going to be. But I liked his tactics. Or every time he made a mistake, like for example, I remember against West Ham, or I forgot the other team we played in Champions League. Like the first half, the lineup wasn't good, but we managed to come back, and he changed everything. He made the right decisions. He made up for it. So I'm sure he's capable of winning big games, and it's obviously the players have to help him as well. They need to always, do their best on the pitch.
Yeah. So, Yegi, the next talking point. So, what are your thoughts on the recent announcement that Chelsea have made the biggest loss in English football history? Like, just the tax is in your revenue.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not finance expert, but that was I was a bit shocked after I heard that news because speaking as a fan, I thought the club's making money. I thought since the owners bought this
Champions
club,
League.
yeah, and then they obviously won the Club World Cup. That was we got a lot of money for that, and I know the owners literally looking at this club as a business, and they're there to make money more than anything. So hearing that they actually lost money this year is a bit shocking. But when you think about it, I think it kind of makes sense because they're spending massive money on transfer, offering players long-term contracts, and we sacked 4 managers, so I'm sure they have to pay compensation for that.
Compensation,
Where all the money would go, plus the Chelsea's wage bill is quite high. And we haven't had shared sponsor for 2-3 years now.
You got the one that you shared? This season, you've got no middle sponsor.
Yeah, we haven't had it, I think, the last 2 years, which is a bit strange because you can get, I don't know how much you get for it a year, 60 million, 70 million pounds for it a year.
Yeah, it depends. It's a good revenue. If you can
exactly. I'm not sure why they've been very picky with that. I mean, I like our kits without the sponsor, to be honest. It looks nicer. But
I agree.
I'm sure having a sponsor would have helped a lot. So I'm not sure exactly what's gone wrong. And I hope they don't they don't react quickly and trying to sell our big players to make money for it. I hope that's not the reaction we'll see from them, because I think probably they're gonna sell a few of our not good academy players or big players just to make big monies. But I hope that's not the case.
Do you know what Champions League? And going back to us, we were sort of in a similar situation. See, you do all the hard work to get in the Champions League, then you pay the price. It comes down to revenue. we struggle a lot with PSR since the Champions League.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that we weren't even in the Europe. Only this year we've been champions. Like the year before Conference League, and the one before that, for like 2 years, we had no Europe. So since the managers come, I think they've missed out on these obviously big opportunities and the money they could have got. But obviously, we won the Club World Cup and the Conference League. So that's why I think they really want to be in the Champions League next season. Obviously, it's for their own benefit as well, because that's going to be a big, very, very big loss for them if we won't make it in the Champions League, like financially wise, yeah.
Yeah. So, Yegi, so for Chelsea, what is the target this season? And do you think you will compete with Aston Villa for the Champions League places?
My expectation for the clubs has been changing since August every month because we've been so inconsistent. When we started, I was like, okay, we're gonna definitely finish second or third at least. We're gonna win a trophy, this and that. But it's like every month, like because we just so many things happened to our club. We sacked the manager. We were good, and then in December we started to drop points again. So as of now, to be honest, if I'm being really realistic, as long as we finish top 5 and get the Champions League spot, I think that's all we wanted. That should be our main focus. But regarding competing with Villa, I'm sure you guys will be fine. I feel like you can definitely finish top 4 at least because you're already 51 and 51 points. So I don't think it'd be hard for you guys to get the Champions League. It's obviously harder for us. You have to compete with Liverpool, United, Villa. So we got a harder job than you guys because it's still 6 points behind you. I mean, it all depends on the Wednesday games too. But I'm sure we will finish top 5. I'm not sure if we can win the FA Cup, to be honest. I need to see how we're going to perform this month against, when we play bigger teams. And obviously Champions League, I'm sure you've seen the draw we had that side of it. It's just it's crazy.
You got PSG. No, wait, is it PSG you guys got?
Yeah, we got PSG, and then after we got either Galatasaray and Liverpool, and then we got City, Madrid on the same side, and who was the other team? But then on the other side, it's just like a Conference League.
Arsenal's draw was nice, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean it's only Barca and Arsenal on the other side.
Well, we've got Lille.
Yeah, we've got
Lille in the Europa League.
Yeah.
Good. But I don't think it's going to be also not difficult now because Man United are third. That's what worries me, I think, now.
Man United are slapping teams for fun at the minute. They've got momentum.
Also, if we don't finish the Champions League, it's a disaster. It's a disaster for us.
Yeah, no, the one thing Chelsea, Chelsea unfortunate because, like Man United, like Liverpool, and now Man City, Arsenal to a point, Chelsea have that global
experience.
You can sell shirts over in Japan, in Brazil.
The revenue and all that,
You've got a really good sort of a global presence, whereas Villa, we're starting to do that, but we're like at the beginning of our journey to try and really brand the club. So, yes, if Chelsea missed out on Champions League football, it would be a disaster. But I don't know the finances again. I'm not an expert, but I feel like you'd be better off than we would be. And look, Chelsea, there was a point last season where we thought we were going to get Champions League, and the last day of the season, Chelsea got it and we didn't. So I mean, there's going to be a few twists and turns. We've still got players to come back as well, Chad. Let's not forget, Tielemans and McGinn are not far away. McGinn is
the trio, that's it. Really miss that midfield trio.
Yeah, Kamara's done for the season, but the other two are going to come back, so that'll make a big difference. And if everyone else stays fit, they'll be like 2 new signings for us. And
also, I don't be negative, but Emery's future, if we don't get Champions League, could Emery possibly resign? You don't know.
I don't think it would be, and it wouldn't be. Yeah, he's not going to get fired. It's more about the fact that he's working under some pretty tough constraints at Villa, and he's aware of them. The club's aware of them. We don't like them. The board, we all know where we stand with it. It's just the rules of the league, the financial rules, which are a bit of a farce. However, there's only so you'd like to think if you're Emery, there's only so much you can really take, and if we don't get Champions League football for him. And that Madrid might be sniffing and other teams like that. Well, then, his head may get turned. I don't know. I don't know what Emery's thinking, but it'd be sad. But it's something we have to sort of prepare for.
Yeah. So good with us talking, boys. So we're going to get on screen Aston Villa's form since the new year. So let's talk about it. The inconsistent, the word to me comes to mind.
Yeah.
So what do you make of the form since the new year?
In light of injuries, sort of expected. I didn't think it would be. I mean, look at that. Really, there's only 3 losses. Oh no, 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, into the Wolves on there, sneaking in there.
Yeah.
Like when you look at it like that, Gad, considering we've been a bit depleted, it's not horrendous, but we know watching Villa, week in, week out, it's the manner of performances and it's the teams that we're sort of dropping points against. There was a comment earlier, I think it was, I don't know, I can't pronounce it. Sorry if you're watching, but mentioned that Emery is a big game specialist, which I tend to agree with. Like so with Chelsea United coming up, I wouldn't be. It's not a far shout to say that we could win those games. Like I'm not saying we're going to, but we could because Emery's he's good at those bigger matches. So I look at that, Chad, and it's disappointing because what's happened is we had that amazing run before against really hard teams, right? And every team is hard. League. I respect that, but like we put ourselves in such a good position, and then we had this slightly easier run on paper, which you think, okay, let's consolidate the points, and we bottled it. Especially you look at Everton, Brentford at home, Bournemouth at home,
Everton,
Leeds at home,
Everton, all that.
Those are the games, mate, where
teams that we should have been turning these losses and draws into wins.
Exactly. So look, it's been a bit of a weird spell, but if we can do something on Wednesday, and then we have Europe, and I know we have the international break at some point, don't we, coming up? If we can sort of get to that point, get a couple of players back, then I think we can finish strong. But it's
and Aaron as well. We're really punching above our weight. As well, you have to remember, like, we come so far. And it has been successful the last 3 seasons, consistently getting Europe, also the big one, getting Champions League, as well in 24 season.
Yeah.
But I think what it is as fans though, we've got a level of expectation that Emery set the standard. We sort of expect better.
100%, mate. Like we're sat 4th in the league because United won today, and we're annoyed because we've lost against teams or drew against teams that perhaps we shouldn't have. But you spot on, mate. Like
with Chelsea as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're still in amongst it. We're still like up there. It could be worse. You could be a Tottenham fan. Do you know what I mean? Like that's miserable.
I know.
So a bit of perspective and. Look at Chelsea. Like Chelsea, I mean, the drop off for Chelsea, as Yegi will know, like, that the fact she just said then was like, top 5 will be a good season. Like Chelsea of old are like going for titles, man. Like this is
all the time,
It's all perspective for different teams, isn't it? And where you're at currently. So it's. So
going towards the end of the show. So Yegi, before I let you go.
Yeah.
What is your score prediction?
I was just thinking about it now. I think I would go 2-1 Chelsea.
Okay. I'm going to go a bit different.
I don't think we can keep me honest.
2-2 the 2-2 draw. There's going to be goals in this one, I think. I expect quite a lot for this game. It's going to be controversial. We're going to go something different.
I could see the game being a draw after everything we've just said. Like I could see it being a draw. I'm thinking 3-0 Tammy hat trick. I'm joking. I'm thinking that would be great, wouldn't it? I'm going to say 2-1, but the reverse. I think Villa can do 2. I think it'd be 2-1 Villa. I think it'd be tight.
I think it's gonna be 2-1 either to Villa or us. It's yeah.
It's going to be a
But I'm going to the game. And also, under the lights at Villa Park, we might turn up. It's a night game. The night games at Villa Park are always special.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, they haven't been lately, have they? I mean, well, yeah.
No, not last few years.
Hopefully. You guys will have to meet up and
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, on the count, Yegi, yeah, on the count, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be there from 4:00. So yeah, we can definitely meet up.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, Yegi, for your time.
No worries.
Really appreciate it.
yeah,
Well, yeah, well, thank you
Thanks for
everyone for
having me.
watching. Give you to the next bit, yeah. So, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast, please make sure to subscribe. Do what you can to help this channel. Make sure to smash the like button on this video. Smash the likes on the way out to this stream. And give it a share on all your socials. And you're listening via audio. Make sure to leave us a review. That always helps. Thank you so much, all of you, for your time. Alright, I'm going to wrap up this episode with Villa forever, as always. And up the Villa.